Howdy, folks. Justin here. I'm a member of Prophecy Media, and we are, among other things, running the Elder Scrolls Legends Championship Series tournaments. But if you donate to the Patreon for the Championship Series, which goes to fund the prize payout for that tournament series, one of the things you can get is I will make a video of a deck that you want me to play. I was asked by Zeb Wheeler to play High Hrothgar. So I'm going to take High Hrothgar onto the gauntlet, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get in some epic gauntlet with Titus and his trip to Hrothgar. Got the deck list there on the left. That is the deck we're bringing. It's basically mono purple with Studious Greybeard because that guy lives at High Hrothgar. Alright, let's see how this goes. I got 8 wins a couple gauntlets ago with mono purple, so I feel like this deck is worse than that deck, but more interesting because we are packing Ring of Imaginary Might. We'll definitely keep Stalwart Ally. That should almost always be a 3/5. And we got the combo here. So we're going to put this in the shadow lane. No, we're going to put this in the field lane. Hope he goes shadow. So that we can swing into things that he puts there to oppose it. Obviously, this is the color combination I feel is most likely to run lethal creatures, which is sort of a bummer. But if he doesn't, at least he doesn't have execute, but if he doesn't, we're about to have a 7/7 regenerator on turn 3. And we got double Ring of Imaginary Might just in case things go south. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we drew that blue card, so it means we're definitely going to trigger this, right? Awesome. As far as prophecies go, we have Portcullis. We have a Portcullis. That's super secret tech. Yep. Finish it off. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. There we go. That's one finish off down. So, there's Bone Colossus. But let's just make this a thing. Instant Prophecy. Alright. The old Shrieking Harpy into this lane means he has another way to kill it, which is unfortunate. Next turn our play is going to be Studious Greybeard, which also wields Ring of Imaginary Might pretty well. Hopefully he has to at least 2-for-1 himself here to deal with our fantastic threat, kind of like he had a 2-for-1 himself earlier.
Of course I'm on your side.
No, just Mornhold Trader. This has Regenerate, my friend. That has Regenerate. Alright, Lucian LeChance. Yeah, let's just play Lucian. And then we'll play Studious Ring next turn. I assume this is going to get dealt with sooner rather than later. But he's got to do more damage to it. This is one of the benefits of playing cards that nobody has seen before, because people don't know what they do. Yep. Lightning Bolt, maybe? That would be so much value, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. Yeah, Leaf Lurker, that thing. Okay. That's alright. Let's swing for 2. I don't think we need to give him any more cards. We're about to start the Bone Colossus train, which is pretty nice. Actually, let's slap it on this guy and swing for 7 again. Good old Greybeard. So hopefully Greybeard finds us something in the top 2 cards we can play next turn. Greybeard, you know, as a 1 Magicka 4/4 with High Hrothgar is pretty great. We don't have any reach, so hopefully Bone Colossus gets there. Yep. Brutal Ashlander. Interesting. Do we want to keep a Merchant's Camel? We can play everything in the deck except another Bone Colossus. So I'm going to discard that. High Hrothgar. So it's not going to do anything right now. But it's going to be pretty fun if we draw a Portcullis. Or if we trigger a Lurking Mummy off of a Prophecy. This is great. We're getting to see all of the reasons I built this deck all at once. I guess we have 4 Prophecy cards because Lurking Mummy has Prophecy. That's right. East Empire Crafter. This deck is just full of exciting cards you never see. You better figure out that I have Bone Colossus. Well, that is unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. But it is what it is. Let's discard that. That's a little too small for our tastes. Gloomwraith should come down pretty nicely next turn. It's just going to play our Bone Colossus, which our opponent now has a copy of. But our opponent's at 12 and we're at 27. And if he kills our Greybeard, well, that's actually not great for us. I mean, we play Bone Colossus number 2 over there. We get a swing for potential lethal. But he also is just going to smash into our Bone Colossus if we get stopped up somewhere. Can you imagine Cicero as a 6/6? It's the kind of things that make me continue to play this game.
No touching this one.
Yeah. Does Mid-Range Assassin run an answer to Bone Colossus? Double Bone Daddy. I don't like that he's decided to play something. Bone Colossus is itself a skeleton, by the way. Which is relevant when you have 2 of them. Shearpoint Dragoning one of these isn't going to do it. Oh, ooh, you have the 3rd finish off? That is the least fun thing ever. You don't. Okay, good. So, we just play Bone Colossus. Swing with this first, because it's most likely to get lightning bolted. And now we try to kill him, and we succeed.
By the aid of fine battle.
Well, we visited High Hrothgar. We equipped 2 Rings of Imaginary Might, and we played a Studious Greybeard, all in our first game. I'd say this is a success. Of course, I'm about to lose the next 3 games, and then my my dreams will be over. But that was a great start. We'll be back in just a minute for it. Alright, it is time for Game 2 with Titus's Trip to Hrothgar, featuring such exciting heroes as High Hrothgar, Emperor Titus Mede II, the first, well, it's a sad story. But the first didn't make it very long. And a bunch of purple cards because I love playing mono purple. This isn't mono purple, we have Portcullis. We have Portcullis in the deck along with Merchant's Camel and Studious Greybeard. Yeah, I'm going to throw back the Enchanted Plate. Hey, there's another Ring of Imaginary Memes. We'll just curve out. We'll look like we're doing something other than what we're doing for the first couple turns, which is probably to our benefit. But yeah, we're playing against Mage. We just beat Mid-Range Assassin, which is probably a great deck. See how we do. These guys have Execute, which is bad news for our Greybeards and, well, like half the cards in our deck. Oh yeah, Daedric Dagger. Why am I running Daedric Dagger? Oh, for Portcullis. That's right. It's also good on Old Gate Warden, in theory. So, do we oppose this with a stalwart ally and just try to beat him down? Oh my god, another one. So we can make this a 7/7 next turn, or a 5/5, or a 7/7. It didn't trigger. That's the saddest thing I have ever seen. So Camel, Portcullis, or Greybeard. Well, Greybeard combos nicely with this. It becomes a 6/6. Hive Defender. So we can become a 5/5, or we become a 4/4 with lethal. We can't play anything else if we do that. Seems okay.
Face my blade.
So he's gonna have to do a 2-for-1 or 2-for-2. Our trades have been equal so far. Merchant's Camel is pretty good in this position, I think, because we're gonna be able to turn it into a 6/6, and it draws us a card. Well, I forgot about Cunning Ally.
Let's do this.
Well, at least my opponent is as lucky as I am. Bone Colossus. This is not a skeleton. Actually, I had this exact same conundrum last time I played it. Let's Merchant's Camel. Enchanted Plate. We're taking Enchanted Plate because next turn we're going to put Enchanted Plate on this, and then we're going to put Ring of Imaginary Might on it, and make it a 9/9. And I probably should have swung. I guess we're just trying to kill him. But these decks run a ton of prophecies, so this probably gets...
The Dark Brotherhood is a pox.
Oh man,
I shall cure it.
you have no idea what's about to happen to you, my friend. Say hello to my camel friend. So if he lightning bolts it, he doesn't have a lot of other things he can do this turn, which gives me the opportunity to develop Bone Colossus next turn. And if he can't lightning bolt it, man, going face just feels like asking for punishment.
May
But
the ancestors bless us.
oh, you don't have any spells in your discard pile. All right, I'm just gonna kill this and play Bone Colossus. Or do I just swing and play Bone? I'm just gonna swing and play Bone Colossus. We're on the beatdown plan now, boys. We know that he doesn't. Neither of these cards are Javelin or Lightning Bolt. We know he doesn't have one in any of the rest of these cards either, because he would have destroyed this already. So this seems pretty good.
History shall
Yeah.
remember this day. By the 8th
Well, if
they
there's
will
ever a
meet
card that
them.
needed to get silenced so that I could swing face for 11, I think it's that. It's a combo. Alright, no prophecy. Prophecy. So I'm going to develop Crafter and Ally in the left lane. Okay. Another prophecy. He's making up for lost time with the first 2 runes. We could have him to 6 right now if we had swung earlier with the injured stalwart ally. That's fine. Just keep dumping your dudes over there. That's fine. Stalwart ally. East Empire Crafter. This is not a combo because it doesn't enter play as a 3/5. It gains it when you summon it, so I don't think that works in the opposite order. That's going to be my excuse for not doing that correctly. If neither one of these creatures are opposed, next turn I just swing for 2, put him to 6, and then I kill him with that, without having to potentially hit another prophecy. You could just Javelin this, I guess, or you could have another guard creature. Lightning bolts that. So I can put him
Do this.
to dead. As I draw Old Gate Warden and beat a tier 1 deck. There you go. So that's 2-0 with Titus' trip to Hrothgar. We'll be right back for another one. Alrighty, time for game 3. Oop, 1 second, Facebook message. Alright, so playing against MPCTAJIUH. Seems reasonable. They're playing Warrior. Greetings. I'm just going to play my first Studious Greybeard. I don't have any plays next turn, which is fine. But then I can go East Empire Crafter into beefed up Dark Guardian. Oh God, really? Wow, what a buzzkill. I'll discard that. Draw a Bone Colossus. That's like the most disheartening thing he could have possibly played that turn. Free kill on my Greybeard. Okay. Okay. Breathe, Justin. Breathe.
The spirit of his grimoire goes with us.
Okay. Can I race this deck? I don't know what to do about this. Maybe I just sacrifice my first crafter. No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. 2 Bone Colossuses, the opportunity to beef this up. Too good. Just too good.
Don't leave
What a
any
card,
of
man.
them
I have no
alive.
answer to Deadly Draugr. No trades from me.
We die
Crap.
together.
Maybe he hits Portcullis.
Greeting.
Die like a dog.
So that is a 3/6. We have a couple prophecies in the deck. It's gonna be draining us for quite a bit though. And I'm actually past the point now where I can just casually trade into this. This thing just dominated this lane.
Now you've made me mad.
Okay, enchanted plate, but yeah, this is awful. I suppose we deserve this, especially after making the comment about how well you win because you play cards that nobody else sees. Dreg Shell Armor. This is a match I should have won. Alright. Well, we got a 3/7. We could draw Sorcerer's Negation. That's a thing that could happen. Do we want another guard creature? Yeah, we'll keep that. Until we find better cards, I guess.
Die like a dog.
Okay, well, he probably has to swing both creatures into it. Fair enough. Or not, because he's running Horned Helm. I ain't even mad. It is what it is. Do you have a silence effect? You have the Magicka available for 2. The 0 cost Suppress and Endurance, and the Bone Bow in Strength. Maybe he disconnected. That's our only chance of winning. Sheogorath, I know I don't ask for much. And I know we don't talk as much as we should, but... Are you there, Sheo? It's me, Margaret. Alright. He's got more plays. He's got more equipment.
The waters of
A
life.
Tree Minder. Sure. That was Ring of Imaginary Might, which isn't going to do anything for us. We can't take that. Daedric Dagger.
I will be your shell and keep you
So we can
safe.
find out if that works. It does not. Okay. So he might have to trade.
Die like a dog.
He might have to... He might have to kill this guy. Alternatively, we could prophecy into one of our 3 remaining prophecies, the Portcullis, which would come into play as a 1/10. Or the other one of the other 2 Lurking Mummies. I think we have 4 total in the deck. Let me check my list. Yeah. So we're not dead necessarily. He's got 8 Magicka for a Vigilant Giant. Okay, okay, we're still in this. Kind of. I mean, not really, but kind of. We got opportunity here. Wow. Okay, swing for 5. I mean, we need to draw something. We need to draw something great. No, I love you, Gloomwraith, but you're not good enough. Old Gate Warden.
The watch is mine.
9, 9. Oh, 8, 8. I forgot how that worked.
Die like a dog.
Okay, we're not dead. Still not dead. 2 giant werewolves with ramp.
That was splendid.
Yeah, it was splendid, all right. Man, you ruined it. You totally effed it up when you thanked me there at the end. Okay, well, we'll be right back for another one. We are back for game 4 with our Titus Takes a Trip to Hrothgar deck. And let's see if Titus has a better trip than he did last time, where he was immediately greeted by a deadly Draugr who does not like him. Playing against Hrothgar the Strong. I'm just going to keep the Greybeard. Sorcerer's Negation, just good for early removal. Haunting Spirit, you know, not bad. Might be difficult for him to kill our Greybeard, although probably running Execute and bunches of tokens and stuff, and we don't really have a way to deal with that. Although we have a bunch of guards. We're sort of like a bad combo deck, right? Emperor Titus Mead. Well, I think Titus needs to take a trip to Hrothgar. Studious Greybeard's been pretty good. I have valued his presence much. So if we put something over here to try to contest this...
Wait! Did you hear that?
Okay. Do I keep East Empire Crafter? No. Enchanted Plate. Yeah, sure. Keep that guy alive. Another Enchanted Plate. So this guy's turning into a real good-looking, really good-looking Ring of Imaginary Might wielder.
I'll take them with me. There's a plan. There's
That I will negation. I think. Well, he can't kill this. Yeah, we'll take one of those. Actually, he can't kill that either. I'm just going to play Haunting Spirit. He can't Javelin next turn. There's a possibility we turn this into a 3/10.
You won't spoil my plan.
Okay, let's hit one of those 4 prophecies. Oh my god, we did. Wow, if I ever really needed a Ring of Imaginary Might, it would be at this very
No
moment.
matter what.
Sure. So I could Emperor Titus. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to play Emperor Titus, but it doesn't answer that, does it? What if I just Sorcerer's Negation, Old Gate Warden? Clear up his board a little bit. Okay, we've sort of stabilized here. We'd like to get, okay. Are you going to imprison something? Because I'm just going to gobble these guys up. I mean, if he hasn't figured out yet that we are a dumb combo deck. Okay, so he imprisoned in what phase? Alright. Do I want another one of those? I'm committed to playing Emperor Titus this turn. But that's going to be useful in the future because it's good against all his crappy little creatures. Or I Enchanted Plate Dark Guardian. I'm just so worried about this getting executed. I'm going to do this. So that all his moves are bad. And, God, Gloomwraith keeping me off Titus again. Seems like Titus is always the worst card to play.
Steadfast, brothers.
Okay. Do you have another one? You do. Well, that's unfortunate.
Leave now.
I hear and obey.
That is super unfortunate.
Take them with me.
Continuous swinging face. East Empire Crafter into Dark Guardian seems pretty good.
Taste my steel.
We could just run him out of stuff, right? And then use the card quality advantage that we're gaining from Studious Greybeard to get there.
Leave nothing.
Okay, so that guy's done for. He's donezo.
You can't defeat us.
Acknowledge.
Steadfast, brothers.
Fair enough, man.
Can't defeat us.
Alright, well, I think we need something bigger than that right now.
Greetings.
Die like a dog.
Well, things are taking a turn for the south here, unfortunately.
Your time has come.
And there's the Morthal Executioner.
You can't defeat us.
Okay, Sorcerer's Negation's good. We get a dig pretty deep here for something. We don't want Haunting Spirit. Do we want Old Gate Warden? Oh, I only get to do it once? That sucks. So...
The watch is mine. Some tasks cannot be delegated.
Okay, maybe we've stabilized. All our next two creatures, at least, assuming we don't lose this guy somehow, are going to have guard. Although we can't trade into either of those.
Farewell, fool. You can't defeat us.
Not great.
Training is over. It's time
There's
to
a plan.
act.
There's always
Okay. And pit line. Okay. Oh, this is a 6/6 guard. Is that worth anything? Oh my god, that's good. We want to keep that. Okay, so I get to do it twice this time? That's not what we want.
We have a date with destiny.
So we're not dead if we do this. You can only do 7 to us? Unless he draws a silence, javelin, or a charge creature.
You won't foil
Okay.
my plan.
Enchanted Plate.
You can't defeat
Cycles.
Training is over. It's
Alright.
time to act.
We got a couple looks here. High Hrothgar. Nope. Lurking Mummy. Yes. Eight, 8. Okay. It's just about the best thing he could have drawn. Drawing 2 cards, a lot better than drawing 1. Okay. Camel gives us more looks, so I'm keeping Camel. He's still keeping Camel. Lurking Mummy. There we go. Do we want to play Enchanted Plate now for any reason? I don't think so. Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be really hard. Sure. Yeah, we want that. Because we want to give things guard. We can only put 5 damage on that thing right now. Oh, that is beautiful.
Found you.
Taste my steel.
All right. All right. What do I want to draw?
My fight is done.
Yes! We beat 3 meta decks and we lost to the deck we didn't understand. That's about all the... I mean, this is all the wins I expected to get. So, yeah, we'll be back in a minute for some more, but holy crap. Good old Titus. Titus saved the day that time. Titus and the Greybeards. Together. Again. For the first time. Okie dokie. It is time for game number 5. With Titus's trip to Hrothgar. Overperforming East Empire Crafter, Studious Greybeard. Every card in the deck, really. I mean, except the cards that we already know are good. Daedric Dagger, saved the day last game. Yeah. High Hrothgar is premium. I usually actually, I mean, I just soul trap all of my premium cards, my shiny cards, my foil cards, because I don't really care about it. But first of all, High Hrothgar, beautiful. Second of all, was the, I believe, the card I got in my free golden legendary that you get with the 60 card pack. So we have High Hrothgar. we got the name of the deck here, and we got the ring. So we do get one turn without the guy that pilfers up 0 cost cards. He'll be coming next turn, but we have a turn before that happens. Ooh, Dark Guardian. That's a great pickup. If I can just oppose whatever he plays, I can drop Titus,
What have we here?
or I can drop High Hrothgar. Either way, this looks pretty reasonable. Ooh, another Dark Guardian. I'm not going to get sucked into the trap, though, of not playing High Hrothgar and Emperor Titus Mead. I feel like Emperor Titus Mead right now is probably pretty reasonable. But High Hrothgar turns this guy immediately into a 4/4, which has to be dealt with. And this into a 5/5. It works with every creature in the deck. There are no creatures in the deck with more power than health. Oh, well. Now it's Dark Guardian. You better have another lane shift card.
My
If you would waste it on that.
shadow.
Maybe you have Finish Off. Either way, Dark Guardian it is. Let's see what happens. Alright, Shepard, the Thieves Guild recruiter. What do we got? Finish Off would be the worst thing that could happen to us. But if we can kind of stabilize this turn, I mean, he could Lightning Bolt too. But if we can kind of stabilize this turn, I really want to get some of these cards down.
Holding on to anything interesting?
Oh man, I'm sorry. You don't want the cards in my deck. Now I 100% play Titus. Or Hrothgar. Man, which one's better? I feel like Titus is better. Titus helps fuel our...
My scales move in shadow.
Okay. Sure. Actually, now it's definitely Hrothgar. I'm going to break a rune on the chance I get to draw 2 cards. I did not. That is... this is the studious Greybeard that shouts at you to teach you those skills when you go to High Hrothgar yourself. And we can follow it up with a 4/4 Titus Mead. Giant bat.
Should have just let me pick
Oh,
the
crap.
pocket.
I suddenly realize I don't know what's happening again. Alright. Yeah, just Titus Mead, I think. I'm running a whole bunch of charged creatures, so that makes sense. This is actually perfect. I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to play Titus.
Some tasks cannot.
And I'm going to play... I'm going to keep Spellsword. So... yeah, that's pretty good. We'll probably play a Gloomwraith next turn, so we can get that hopefully down as a 6/6. This deck is so... I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. My portcullis. I'm only running one portcullis. Portcullis is not terrible. And in fact, I can imagine matchups where it's just like the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Okay. So we're online to Gloomwraith. Hopefully we draw another 2-drop. Oh, snap. And it's got guard. We'll keep it. We'll swing at his face. Swing at this thing. And play a big old Gloomwraith. Gloomwraith, I've made like 4 or 5 videos now about cards I think are underplayed, and I try to address different cards in each one. Gloomwraith was in the very first one. Gloomwraith was in the Scout Ramp deck. Like, I don't want to sound too self-important here, but I was like the first person to play Scout Ramp in closed beta. I mean, it was a really small pool of players, but I really wanted to play Blood Magic Lord. Is basically what happened. And oh man. Yeah. And I really wanted to play Blood Magic Lore, so I built Scout Ramp. And a lot of the cards that are in the Scout Ramp deck now were quite a bit different in that part of that time in closed beta. So, different enough that it matters.
We have a date.
Um,
Confound you. Confound you.
And Gloomwraith was in the original deck, along with, kind of hilariously, the Deadly Draugr. Archer became the first big meta deck after that, and it was full of the ping effects and stuff that made Deadly Draugr sort of unplayable. And it never saw play again after that, but Gloomwraith was in the original version of the deck. By the way, it's a 7/7 Lurking Mummy. And that's hopefully a 4/7 Stalwart Ally.
There are ill winds this day.
This homie has Ward and Guard. Okay, so you can kill that. Sure. I mean, Action Assassin's a fun deck. I'm glad to see it, but...
Brains of a broth.
You could have 5 copies of that card that shackles a creature? Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Not gonna...
Khajiit is done.
Okay, yeah, he is. 4-1? Seems good. Seems real good. We'll be right back for more.